Well, here we are at the Bolton Food and Drink Festival. What an amazing success. It's been another absolutely bumper year. Amazing stuff. We're with Mike Harrison to finish it off. What have you got for us today?
Not a lot of energy, put it like that.
Amazing, hasn't it? I've just never seen so many people.
Oh, it's been amazing this year, hasn't it? Eh? You couldn't move around the streets. I think last year we had 130,000 visitors. So far, it's looking quite a few more than that. I haven't got a final figure.
And I think next year it's going to be even bigger.
Oh,
next year, I forecast it'll be massive.
Next year, 10 years, the first thing I've sorted already, the gala dinner, it's our 10th anniversary, it's 10-course dinner.
We may have to close Bolton off, it's going to be that busy. Right, your little contribution?
Yeah, all we've done is very, very quickly this afternoon, just to say thank you to all the suppliers and everything, all the producers that we've got around the site. We've just had a quick run round and we've just got a few ingredients from a few different stalls. So I'm just going to make something up with just the ingredients I've got. So it's almost like a ready, steady cook. I couldn't go down with a dish in my mind because I didn't know what we had. So we've got some fillet steak, with a beautiful piece of fillet steak there. I've just trimmed it off. What you will find when you buy fillet steaks is down the side there's usually a little bit of silver skin. Yeah. Make sure you remove that silver skin.
Right.
Because it is really, really tough. And then it's just quite simply in a pan.
No
and I'm
oil.
going to I've got here some oil from the Gift of Oil, which is infused with rosemary and garlic. So you wouldn't normally use this for cooking because it's too good quality oil. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a little bit on the top and just massage it in. So it's going to infuse some of those flavours. But otherwise, there's no oil. You saw it went in with a clean pan. So that's going to add some flavour to it. We've got some small bacon. So again, we're just going to take some of the small bacon. Streaky is the best. I know people these days don't like fat, but a little tiny bit of it ain't going to do you any harm, and it will add so much flavour. So we're not doing one fillet steak, so we'll just get a little bit diced up there. We want that to break down nice and crispy. And again, that with a fillet steak, there's no fat usually on a fillet steak, so that's going to add a little bit of moisture to it and everything as well. So we've got those on. We've got some black pudding.
Oh, I do like black pudding.
We've got some RS Islands black pudding. Amazing. This is the best black pudding you can get. I know, and I shouldn't say this, but everybody says about Bury black pudding. RS Islands is the best. To me, chefs have got different tastes and people got different flavours or whatever, but to me this is by far the best. So what we try to do is get as many Lancashire ingredients as we can. So again, just taking the skin off, just going to break that up and just drop it in the pan. That's enough of that.
Now just remind us what's in that pan.
In this pan there, that's for the next bit of the dish, the third bit of the dish, which is we're going to do a cupcake. We've been and bought a cupcake, so I'm going to do a hot chocolate sauce. So we've got some cream. So I've just brought the cream, so it's just getting warm. You can see there, it's just starting to simmer. And from the chocolate cafe, we've got some chili.
Ice spot chocolate, chili chocolates.
Chili chocolate. So
dark chocolate with fiery habanero chili. Yeah.
So we're just going to break some of that in there. And then just let it gently mix around. I don't want it to boil, I just want the heat to melt the chocolate. And there we go, we've got that left. If you want to pass that around, if anybody wants some. Whoops, there you go, ready broken.
Chili chocolates. Oh, hang on,
what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flip the steak over.
Hang on, just where that.
And then in this pan at the back, I've just got some red onions with a little bit of stock and some balsamic glaze which we got from one of the other stalls. And all I want those to do, I just want the balsamic flavours and everything to infuse in there and just soften the onions a little bit. So that's coming up. I'm just going to turn the heat up on that, bring that to the boil. You see there, I don't know if you see on the cameras there, the sauce, the chocolate's just breaking down into the cream. So it's getting like a mottled effect.
Oh yes, it is mottling as we speak.
Dip my finger in, just see how fiery that is, because I might need some of that chocolate back. Nice subtle chilli flavour there. We've also got, to go with it, beer. A nice bit of beer. So we're going to put that just on one side there. A little bit of salt and pepper now on the steak. I don't want to do that too early because I don't want to draw all the moisture out of the steak. So what I'm going to do now, I've no tea towel. Stacey, have we got a tea towel in the bag?
Tea towel, we've got a tea towel, sorry girls.
I've got some blue cheese. I've got some smelly apple. This cheese is made by Sean Wilson, the Saddlewood Cheese Company. Sean used to be Martin Platt on Coronation Street, and when he left Coronation Street he was looking for something to do, and his passion was food. So he spent, I don't know, I think he spent about 3 months working at Northcote Manor with Lisa, thanks a lot. And this cheese, they started doing 3 cheeses, 3 different types of Lancashire cheese. But then, one night they were out talking and they decided that they were going to have a go at making a blue cheese, and everybody laughed at them, saying you've no chance, we've been trying for like 20 years and never got it. He based it on a dolciolata, and for the last 3 years I think it is, they've been making this cheese. Everywhere it goes it wins gold medals, and it's knocked out things like dolciolata, Centagore, everything. So there we go, the onions you can see there, they're just starting to come down. The steak, I'm just going to take that out, I'm going to pop that into the oven just for a minute, just to finish it.
Just
so we want it nice and rare. There, the black pudding and the bacon just coming through really, really nicely.
It's smelling good. Sorry, we do apologise. It's not smelly vision, but it's good.
And then what we're going to do is going to break up some of the blue cheese. So just want it into random cubes. That's the thing too when you're cooking. Just do it naturally. Don't try and get too clever and getting things the same
Simple.
and everything. Yeah, just keep it simple. And then we've got some olive oil and some rocket. I just want to just drizzle a little bit of the olive oil on the rocket, and I've got a little bit of watercress in here as well. And what I tried to do, you saw me, I just put a little tiny bit of salt and pepper there on the steak. I don't try to add salt and pepper and seasonings like that to the food. What I try to do is add things that have got those salt and pepper flavours. So we've got the bacon, which is really, really salty. We've got the rocket, which is peppery. And the olive oil's got a pepper hit to it as well at the back. So we don't need to add more salt and pepper, we just use what we've got there around us. Right, I think we're more or less there now, so...
This is so simple and so quick. Brilliant.
Just check this steak. Take that out. I'm going to leave that just on the side now to rest. And that's one thing you've got to make sure you're going to have to do with any meat. I don't care if it's chicken, beef, it's fish, whatever it is, any sort of protein. Once you've cooked it, take it out of the pan, take it out to the oven, put it on a plate, cover it with a bit of cling film, tin foil or a clean tea towel, and leave it to rest. If you've got a steak like this one, now see, I nearly grabbed that handle, it's come straight out of the oven. Just, if it's a steak like that, just leave it to one side and let that rest for about 4 or 5 minutes before you serve it. Because what happens is, it's been in that searing heat, all those muscles have tensed up. Once you've let it rest, those muscles will relax. When it's tight and tense like that, if you cut into that with a knife, all that's going to happen is that gap that you've cut into it, all those juices are going to run out because it's their outlet. It's like if you've got a pipe that's burst in the ceiling, it'll come through your lampshade, won't it? It'll drip down because it's its first outlet. So let it rest, give it a good 5 minutes, let those muscles relax down, and that juice will stay within that. So, take that out, just pop that in the centre of the plate. Oops, splash.
Splash.
Where's my tea towel? Don't splash it all over your plate because that doesn't help the presentation. It certainly doesn't help the camera either, does it? And then, just going to take some of these lovely balsamic onions, set those on the top, put a couple around the edge. So they should be nice and just flavourful. All the flavour should be in there and everything. Should be still nice, a little bit crisp and everything. Take some of the black pudding and the bacon. I'm just going to sit that on the top. Then we've got some of this fantastic smelly apple. And again, as much as we can onto the steak. Again, a little bit around. What will happen now is, because we've got the heat there from the steak and the black pudding and the bacon, that'll just start to soften and melt the cheese up a little bit. Then we've got the rocket.
That's literally taken you like 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
See, you can cook when you get home. You have got time. Even though
I
you
know.
tell yourself you
I just
haven't.
lie around time.
And then some of this lovely balsamic glaze that we've got there in the pan. Just going to drizzle that around. Cover the bit up I splashed before so it makes it look like it was supposed to be there. Then just a final drizzle of olive oil quickly around there. Just give the plate a quick wipe where we spill. So we've got our beer, our fillet steak with our black pudding, smoked bacon, balsamic onions and smoky bacon.
A little round of applause for Mike Harrison. Lovely.
And then very, very quickly, our cupcake which we bought earlier, just sitting in the oven warming. So I've got a lovely cupcake there. The topping that was on it, which is an orange and, can we say Terry's chocolate orange top?
We just have, yes.
We just have
chocolate orange, we have some.
okay. And then we've got our chocolate and chilli sauce, which is drizzling around. There we go, 2 dishes in 8 minutes.
8 minutes, not bad. I've no excuse. He is the biz, he is the king.
He is knackered.
He is knackered, but still does 2 courses in 8 minutes.
There we go. If anybody would like to try some, just, yeah. Go on, Paul, on my shoulder. Paul, on my shoulder. Which way? Which way are you going, you?
That way, that way.